Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to draw this dragon with ballpoint pen. Drawing with pen means no erasing, and if you're drawing along with me, I just recommend to draw with whatever you're most comfortable with. First I want to create a pose, and I do that by drawing the line of action. And I basically draw the dragon around that line, starting with rough shapes. I draw in the shapes of the neck and the body, and as you can see I'm holding the pen a little bit further back, and that way I actually use a lot less pressure, and that way I can draw really light. Because I cannot erase with ballpoint pen, I can still draw over it. So when I start my sketches really light, I can just correct mistakes by just drawing over them. This way will create a very messy sketches, but that's also the style that I like in my sketchbook. And if I like how a dragon turned out, I can always refine them later on digitally or just trace them to another piece of paper and continue from there. With all the beautiful art that we see online, we sometimes think that our sketches must look perfect right away, but that is not the case. A sketch is supposed to be messy because we are experimenting with the lines, we are experimenting ideas. And as you can see, I use many lines close together, and later on I can just pick the correct ones and emphasize those. I draw in the rough shape of the wing, and then I slowly go a bit more into detail. I like to give the dragon the eye and a little bit of a face early in the drawing, so it gives the dragon a little bit of personality, and I like working with that when it starts to live a little bit more. And with just some messy lines, our sketch is really starting to take shape here. You can clearly see that it's becoming a dragon. And what I do now is I'm emphasizing the lines that I'm happy with, so they become more prominent and it will refine our drawing a bit more. And even though this is just a sketch, I don't want this dragon to float in empty space, so we're gonna give him a rock to sit on. And then I go back to emphasizing some more of the lines to make the dragon more prominent. And now it's time to go really into detail, and I'm gonna start by drawing in the scales of the chest. And while I work on the details, I'm also refining the shape of the dragon a bit more, like the legs and the toes. When drawing the scales on a sketch, I don't want it to be too neat because, well, it's just a sketch. But when you look at a snake, for example, snakes have the scales very nicely close together. But I don't want that look for this dragon. I want the dragon to look like it has been through something, that it's a bit ancient. And I think messy scales, it kind of adds to that aesthetic. I'm giving a little bit more shape to the feet, and if drawing dragon feet is something that you struggle with, I have two tutorials about drawing feet. One is about drawing dragon feet based on dinosaurs, and one is about drawing eagle talons. And both tutorials are really helpful in designing your creatures, so I recommend watching those next. And from now on it's just going more and more into detail. And I'm also adding some decorations and some patterns to this dragon. This dragon is going to have some stripes, and this is actually one of my favorite stages of the dragon because I can just truly let the creativity flow. And for the right direction of the scales, I do draw in a guideline that you can see here on the tail. And then I place the scales along that guideline. That way the scales are nicely placed. I still work messy, but I do want them to be in the right direction because that would just look better on a dragon. And then it's time to start working on the rock. First I'm going to place the shadows. These are not final just yet, but it's just to make sure so I know where they are and that I know that these areas need to be a lot darker. And I want this rock to be really textured, and for that I'm looking at pictures of granite and other rock types so I can mimic that with ballpoint pen. And I do that by kinda dividing the rock into sections, and each section gets different textures. So one section I will fill with hatching, the other with cross hatching, and another section I will just scribble all the lines very close together. And because of all the different textures, it does give a very natural effect. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I just recommend just watch the video because it will all make sense later on. And when we finish drawing the rock, we're going back to the dragon just to balance things out. We're in the end sprint of our drawing now, so all we need to do is just some finishing touches, like adding a little bit more contrast here and there. And if you enjoy doing my tutorials, I have a question for you, because I'm kind of struggling with what is the best way to make them and what is the best way to explain to you how I'm working. So would you prefer like fully narrated tutorials, or do you also enjoy the tutorials in which I don't talk at all, so you can just watch my process while listening to music? And in this video it's just I'm not talking the entire time. I do explain some bits, but I also have like a music bit in there. So it's kind of a mix, but I would love to hear your thoughts about what you would like to see, what would be most helpful to you. So because yeah, I feel like we're growing together, and I just want to make good and very helpful tutorials for you so we can draw all the dragons together. And that was it for this tutorial. I thank you for drawing along with me today, and if this video was helpful to you and you want to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is just watch another one of my videos. Because if you watch another one of my videos, you will tell YouTube that you enjoy them, and it will help to push them out to even more people. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye!